Welcome to the Great North Gardener. I'm Albert, your friendly neighborhood garden guide. I've made every mistake in the book, so today I'm sharing the big blunders so you can skip the fails and get straight to the fun. We'll cover 7 classic mistakes new gardeners make, like plant feuds, lighting, watering, and more. This isn't about perfection, it's about learning and enjoying the process. Grab a cuppa and let's dive in. Let's get your garden growing the right way. First up, we're diving into a common pitfall that many gardeners face, especially beginners. It's something that can sabotage your entire growing season before it even really gets started. It's all about planting veggies that just can't stand each other. Understanding plant compatibility is key to a thriving garden. Some plants release chemicals into the soil that stunt their neighbor's growth, hindering their ability to absorb nutrients and flourish. This is called allelopathy, and it's a silent battle happening beneath the surface. For example, potatoes and tomatoes, both members of the nightshade family, compete for the same nutrients in the soil, depleting resources and weakening both plants. Even worse, they are susceptible to the same diseases, like blight. Don't plant them together. Beans and onions? Another bad combo. Onions can inhibit the nitrogen-fixing abilities of beans, stunting their growth and reducing your bean harvest. Instead of creating these antagonistic pairings, try companion planting pair basil with tomatoes to repel pests like tomato hornworms and whiteflies, naturally protecting your precious tomatoes. Or plant carrots with rosemary to confuse carrot flies, whose larvae can devastate your carrot crop. The 3 sisters, corn, beans, and squash, work together perfectly. Corn provides a natural trellis, supporting beans. Beans fix nitrogen in the soil, enriching it for the other 2, and squash shades the soil, suppressing weeds and retaining moisture. Before planting, take a moment to check a companion planting chart online or consult a gardening book. 5 minutes of research can save you a season of headaches, preventing plant rivalries and promoting a harmonious growing environment. Healthy plant pairings mean bigger harvests, fewer pest problems, and a more resilient garden overall. Think of your garden as a community. Help your plants get along, fostering a supportive ecosystem where everyone thrives. Avoid the drama of incompatible pairings, and your veggies will thrive, rewarding you with an abundant harvest. Matchmaking in the garden really pays off, leading to healthier plants and a more productive growing space. Let's move on to the next big mistake that could be holding back your garden's potential. Watering. It sounds incredibly simple, doesn't it? A basic task, almost intuitive. But surprisingly, it's the one area where most gardeners, both beginners and experienced, often go wrong. It's a delicate balance. Overwatered plants often present a misleading picture. They look wilted and yellow, almost as if they're thirsty. But the truth lies beneath the surface, with soggy, often smelly soil, a telltale sign of root rot, a death sentence for many plants. Underwatered plants, on the other hand, are more straightforward. They become dry, crispy to the touch, and the soil visibly pulls away from the edges of the pot, creating a gap. So what's the secret to getting it right? It's simpler than you think. The finger test. Simply stick your finger about an inch or so into the soil, getting past the very top layer. If it feels dry to the touch, then it's time to water. If it's damp, hold off and wait a few more days. When you do water, water deeply but less often. This encourages the roots to grow deep and strong, searching for moisture. Avoid those daily light sprinkles. They only wet the very surface of the soil and encourage weak, shallow roots that are more susceptible to drying out. Remember, every plant's needs are different, so take the time to get to know your garden and the specific requirements of each plant. Deep, infrequent watering is the mantra for healthy, thriving plants. Your plants will thank you with vibrant, healthy growth and abundant blooms. Don't drown them with too much water, and don't dehydrate them by forgetting to water. Find the perfect balance for each plant. Master the art of watering, and you're already halfway to creating a thriving and beautiful garden. Now that we've covered watering, let's move on to another essential element: sunlight. Onward. Sunlight is absolutely crucial for a thriving garden. Get it wrong, and your plants simply won't thrive, no matter how much you care for them in other ways. It's the engine that drives their growth. Plants fall into 3 main light categories, each with different needs and preferences. Understanding these categories is key to successful gardening. First, we have full sun, which means a plant needs at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Then there's partial sun, requiring 4 to 6 hours of sunlight, often with some shade during the hottest part of the afternoon. And finally, shade-tolerant plants, which thrive with less than 4 hours of direct sunlight each day. Tomatoes, peppers, and most herbs are sun-loving plants. They absolutely need full sun to produce their best. Leafy greens like lettuce and spinach, along with root veggies such as carrots and radishes, typically do well in partial sun, where they're shielded from the harshest rays. Shade-tolerant plants like mint and parsley, on the other hand, can handle less light. But remember, even shade-loving plants need some light to survive. They cannot thrive in complete darkness. To figure out your garden's light situation, observe your garden carefully. Track where the sun hits at different times throughout the day, noting which areas get the most and least sunlight. Draw a simple map of your yard, marking the sunny and shady spots, if it helps you visualize the light patterns. Then, match each plant to its ideal spot, placing sun lovers in the sunniest areas and shade-tolerant plants in the shadier spots for best results. Always check seed packets or plant labels for specific light requirements before planting. Right plant, right place. It's really as simple as that when it comes to light. Don't force a sun lover into the shade, as it will likely struggle and fail to thrive. Providing good light means strong, healthy, and productive plants that will reward you with abundant harvests. Remember, sunlight is your garden's primary energy source, so use it wisely to maximize your plant's potential. Next, let's dig into the fascinating world of soil and how it impacts your garden's success. Soil is the foundation of your garden. Ignore it, and nothing else matters. Good soil is dark, crumbly, and full of life. It holds moisture but drains well. Most garden soil needs help. Add compost manure or leaf mold to improve it. Organic matter breaks up clay and helps sandy soil retain water. Before planting, clear weeds and loosen the soil. Mix in a few inches of compost. Top dress with compost each year to keep soil healthy. Healthy soil feeds your plants and the microbes that support them. Don't treat soil prep as a one-time job. Keep building it up. Look after your soil, and it'll look after your plants. Great gardens start underground. Now, let's talk timing. Timing is everything. Plant at the wrong time, and you're setting yourself up for failure. Know your last frost date. It tells you when it's safe to plant tender crops like tomatoes and beans. Find your date online, then check seed packets for when to sow indoors or out. Hardy crops like kale and parsnips can handle cold and even improve with frost. Lettuce and spinach prefer cool weather. Avoid planting them in peak summer heat. Use a local planting calendar for month-by-month guidance. Don't rush out on the first sunny day. Plan ahead. The right timing means healthier, more productive plants. A little planning goes a long way. Next up, spacing. Overcrowding is a classic rookie mistake. Plants need space to thrive. Too close, and they compete for light, water, and nutrients, resulting in weak, stressed plants. Poor air circulation invites disease like powdery mildew. Always follow the spacing instructions on seed packets. It may look empty at first, but plants need room to grow. Thin seedlings if needed. Quality over quantity. Sacrificing a few now means a better harvest later. Good spacing equals healthy, productive plants. Don't be afraid to thin. Your future self will thank you. Let's tackle pests and diseases. Pests and diseases are inevitable, but ignoring them is a big mistake. Prevention starts with healthy plants. Good soil, watering, and spacing all help. Attract beneficial insects like ladybirds by planting flowers such as marigolds and alyssum. For aphids, blast them off with water or use a mild soap spray in the evening. Slugs, use crushed eggshells or set beer traps. Check your plants regularly. Catch problems early. Look under leaves and at new shoots for signs of trouble. Handpick pests if you spot them. Daily observation saves you from big infestations. Stay vigilant, and your garden will stay healthy. Simple, natural methods work best. Now let's wrap up your gardening journey. That's it. 7 common mistakes, and now you know how to avoid them. Every gardener makes errors. It's all part of the journey. Gardening is about connection, not perfection. Get your hands dirty, have fun, and enjoy the process. Share your stories in the comments, and let's grow together. Like and subscribe for more tips from the Great North Gardener.